foggy night on old Cape Cod. A perfect night for a mystery. Tonight, Cape Cod Radio Mystery Theater presents The Legacy of Uriah Pillar, a suspense thriller in the classic tradition. So now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and listen to the legacy of Uriah Pillar, a tale of treachery and deceit, and a story that proves once again that a death in the family can be expensive. It can sometimes cost an arm and a legacy.
Yes, Captain Waverly Underhill, yes, I know him quite well. A retired gentleman, a widower, former police captain. He lives alone in a bungalow in Dunwoody Village, just outside Hyannisport. You've seen him perhaps, tall, white-haired, with drooping eyebrows, wearing a bow tie and a blazer, strolling along Main Street. Or sometimes in Bermuda shorts and sandals with his knobby knees showing, walking along the beach at low tide, lost in thought, occasionally bending down to examine a seashell. Well, you've seen me, too. That is, if you happen to be one of my patients, or perhaps you've noticed my shingle hanging out front of my office on Ocean Street. My name is Alexander Schofield, a general practitioner, not quite retired. I first met Captain Underhill when he came to see me about some slight ailment that was bothering him. We became friends, and after that I'd see him once or twice a month, and we'd have dinner together. Often he'd tell me about the police cases that he'd been involved in. It was during one such dinner at the Dock Street Charter House that I first heard him tell about the strange case of Uriah Pillar. The subject came up when I asked him about what he'd been up to that day. He told me he'd gone out to visit his wife's grave.
You can't imagine, Doctor. It's more lovely and peaceful every time I go. You can hardly tell anymore where the ground was disturbed. Shows how fast Mother Nature recovers. Much faster than humans, I think. This time when I left her, I took the long way round, along the path that leads up the hill, where you can get a fine look out over Cape Cod Bay.
Oh, yes, I know that view.
I passed Uriah Pillar's mausoleum. Gray granite surrounded by an iron rail fence with tall cedars standing guard all round. You remember that case, don't you, Schofield? Very strange. Bizarre.
I told him I did not recall him ever mentioning it.
I'm sure I did. I must have. Didn't I?
I repeated, I did not think so. Even so, I told him I could hardly be expected to recall every case he'd ever had a hand in solving. Looking at him across the table, he seemed troubled by his inability to recall. Underhill often complained to me that senility was robbing him of his mental faculties. Well, I can assure you this was not the case. We'd all do so well as to have a mind as senile as Captain Underhill's. If you want my opinion, I believe his senility was nothing more than a masquerade he adopted whenever it was convenient, especially if he wished to disarm a person he was dealing with. After a few minutes, when it seemed he was not going to continue, I was finally forced to prod him. Well, aren't you going to tell me about it?
About what?
About the Pillar case. You were starting to tell me.
You want to hear about bed sheets?
There. You see what I mean? If that is senility, then the diploma hanging on my wall is a fishing license. Took a little more prompting, but I was finally able to get him to continue.
Uriah Pillar was a rich man. Born wealthy, he spent most of his life compounding the money he inherited from his family. He was also a peculiar man with the sort of eccentricities millionaires are prone to have. For example, he believed that postage stamps were laden with germs. So whenever he wanted to mail a letter, to avoid licking the stamp, he licked the envelope and pressed the stamp to the moistened corner. You know the sort of person I mean, Doctor. And no doubt some of your patients fall into the same category.
Oh, yes, I do. Sometimes I think at least half of my patients are that way.
Uriah Pillar married a woman who bore him 2 sons before she died. The oldest son was named Simon, and in many ways he was a carbon copy of his father, industrious, frugal, and stern in his judgments. Simon was married to a woman named Audrey. She was younger than he, 4 years younger, I think.
Well, 4 years is not so much.
I suppose not. Anyway, they had no children. They lived together on a farm in West Barnstable where they raised horses.
Excuse me, gentlemen. If you're finished, I'll take your place.
Yes, I think we're finished. My scallops were excellent.
Would you like coffee, or would you like to see a dessert menu?
Oh, no dessert for me, but I will have coffee. You prefer tea, don't you, Doctor?
Oh, yes, sir, with a wedge of lemon, please.
Anything else?
No, I think that'll be all. Go on, Captain. You were saying?
Let's see. Where was I?
Well, you were telling me about Uriah Pillar's 2 sons.
Oh, yes, that's right. The oldest was Simon. The youngest was Leander. Leander was born 10 years after Simon, and even at the age of 26, he was still considered the baby of the family. Leander had never done well in school, although what was lacking in his studies he seemed to make up for in popularity. He barely finished high school and then dropped out of college after only 1 semester. He returned to the Cape, got an apartment of his own, and planned to take a year off to find himself. 5 years later, he had still not come round to applying his nose to the grindstone of a career. Of course, this worried the old man and infuriated the hard-working older brother, who by anyone's standards must have been born with his shoulder to the wheel, his nose to the grindstone, and all other parts of his anatomy otherwise engaged in the process of making money.
Here's your coffee. And here's your tea.
You know, miss, I've changed my mind. I believe I'll have a piece of your delicious Boston cream pie.
Well, in that case, I'll have a plate of sliced bananas.
Just sliced bananas?
That's right. High in potassium. It's good for the brain. Helps fight off senility and keeps the mind from becoming confused.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'll have to check to see if we have any. Be right back.
So, what happened next, Waverly?
What happened is that Uriah Pillar found out he was dying, and that he had only a short time left to live. All his precautions about not licking stamps had apparently not been able to ward off Hodgkin's disease. Gradually, as his final months ran down to none, he began to worry more and more about the rift that existed between his 2 sons. He hoped that before he died, he could find some way to bridge the gap and to bring them closer together. It was this thought that occupied the forefront of his thinking as he sat down to compose his last will and testament. No one knew what arrangements the old man made until after his death, when it came time for the reading of the will. The reading took place in the office of Horatio Salazar, Esquire, a successful attorney and bachelor, who on this particular afternoon sat behind his desk, puffing on a cigar and making idle conversation with Leander, while waiting for Mr. and Mrs. Simon Pillar to show up.
Well, Leander, I expect you'll be playing on the town softball squad again this year.
I guess so. Our team did pretty well last year.
That's right, you did. How many games did you win in all? Excuse me a moment. Yes.
Salazar, Mr. and Mrs. Simon Pillar are here?
Fine. Send them in. Now that your brother and sister-in-law are here, we can finally get started. Simon, come in. Good to see you.
Hello, Mr. Salazar. You know my wife, Audrey?
No, we haven't met. How do you do?
How do you do?
Please, be seated, Mrs. Pillar. Let me offer you this chair.
Thank you.
I don't suppose that any further introductions are necessary.
Hello, Simon. Audrey?
Let's get on with it. We're not here to waste time.
All right, Simon. I'll start by reading the will.
That could take a while, couldn't it? Just tell us what it says.
Very well. Let me begin by saying that I've carefully gone over all the terms of the will, and everything seems to be in order. However, there are certain peculiarities.
What sort of peculiarities?
I'll get to them in just a moment. As you know, your father left an estate worth a considerable sum of money. According to the stipulations in the will, his house and property are to be sold to cover the estate tax and any other outstanding debts. The balance of his estate is to be divided equally between his 2 sons, half going to Simon and half to Leander. The actual amount each of you will receive is $548,000.
That sounds pretty straightforward. What about his other holdings?
Actually, there are no other holdings. You see, before Uriah Pillar died, he converted everything into cash.
But why?
I'm coming to that. Of course, there's no reason it should present a problem, providing that...
Then get on with it. Quit beating around the bush.
Simon, will you just relax? He's coming to it.
Listen, buddy, you can just shut up. When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. And stop squeaking that chair. It's annoying.
Don't tell me what to do.
Gentlemen, please. I was only saying that if we will all cooperate, there shouldn't be any problem.
Just what is this problem you keep alluding to?
Just this. The money your father left both of you has been placed in a strong box and buried underground in an undisclosed location.
What?
The will states that I'm to present each of you with a key to your own safe deposit box. Inside each box, you will find half of a set of instructions that will tell you exactly where the money is buried. In order for you to find the money and to claim your share, it will be necessary for you to combine both halves.
But I don't get it.
You see, Leander, it was your father's intention that his two sons put aside their differences. He hoped that by doing this, he could bring about a reconciliation. Of course, all that's required of the two of you is to arrange a convenient time.
Not so fast. I think Audrey and I will wait a while and think it over.
I don't understand.
The money's not going anywhere, is it?
No, but surely you realize that without your cooperation...
And I say, what's the rush? We'll think about it. Right now, the money is sort of an escrow, which is a good place to leave it until we decide how we want to spend it. Of course, that could take some time. It might even take years.
I can't believe it.
Sit down, Lee.
I just can't believe it. Mr. Salazar, how could you let them get up and walk out like that?
Lee, sit down. Now listen to me. There's no point in arguing with him. It would have only aggravated the situation further.
But you heard what he said. He's not going to claim his share. Wait a minute. There must be something I can do. Isn't there some legal action I can take?
You mean like contest the will? That won't do any good. And if you're thinking of suing your brother, you can try, but you won't win. The terms of the will are clearly stated. Your father intended that both you and your brother should freely decide what to do. No judge is going to force Simon to hand over his half of the instructions if he doesn't want to.
You're saying I'm stuck? You're saying there's nothing I can do?
I didn't say that, but I think you should be patient. Give it a little time, your brother might change his mind.
Fat chance.
You could try talking to Audrey.
Oh, that wouldn't do any good. She thinks just like him.
Then I suggest if you're really serious about collecting your share of the inheritance, there's only one thing you can do.
Which is what?
Change. Reform. Earn your brother's respect.
You mean be like him?
You don't have to go that far. However, if you were a little more motivated, a little more industrious, your brother might change his opinion. Why not work at it? It might take a year, it might take longer. But I'm sure that in time your brother will come around and change his views. After all, Lee, if you can find a way to reconcile your differences, it would be the best for everyone. It would be fulfilling your father's last wish. It's what he wanted more than anything.
Here's your Boston cream pie, and here are your sliced bananas. Would you like cream to go with them?
No, thank you. I like them plain.
Will there be anything else?
No, thank you very much, that's all. Captain Underhill, do you mean the older brother would actually deny his share of the inheritance simply to spite his younger brother? It seems incredible.
It was incredible, and yet that is exactly what happened. For a time, Leander tried taking the lawyer's advice. He tried improving his lifestyle in an effort to upgrade himself in his brother's estimation. Gradually, however, he began to feel it was useless, so he gave up. Leander was just not the type who could apply himself to anything for very long.
Well, what happened? Something must have changed, unless... Good Lord, you don't mean the money is still buried?
No, something did change, and it was the lawyer who brought it about. Horatio Salazar approached Leander and offered him a deal, 10 cents on the dollar. He would pay Leander $50,000 in cash in exchange for his half of the instructions and a waiver, relinquishing forever any claim to his share of the inheritance. The lawyer had Leander pretty well figured. He knew the temptation of receiving even a fraction of his inheritance would prove irresistible against the prospect of waiting who knows how long for the older brother to change his mind. So on a Monday morning in the middle of May, Leander Pillar met with Horatio Salazar at his office and signed a contract giving over his share in exchange for $50,000.
It seems to me this Salazar fellow is taking quite a gamble. After all, how did he know that Simon would be any more willing to deal with him than he was with Leander?
A valid point, Doctor. Except that soon after the transaction was complete, events began to happen quite rapidly. On that same Monday in May, at approximately 7:30 in the evening, there came the sound of a motorcycle pulling up outside Horatio Salazar's house.
Just a minute. Who is it?
It's me.
Leander. This is unexpected. Come on in. I was just having dinner.
Thanks. Your housekeeper isn't here, is she?
Mildred? No, she went home some time ago. Look, friend, if it's about that contract you signed this morning, I hope you're not having second thoughts.
No, it's not that.
Wait a minute. Step more into the light. Good God, look at you. Your clothes are a mess. Your face streaked with dirt. What happened? Did you fall off your motorcycle?
Mr. Salazar, Simon is dead.
Dead?
I found his body while I was out trail riding. He was lying in the field beside his house. I knew it was him right away. He had been shot through the head.
Have you gone to the police?
No, I didn't.
You should have reported it. Why didn't you?
Because I couldn't. I had to come here first.
Lee, before you say anything more, tell me the truth. Did you kill him?
No, I didn't. I swear it.
Oh, all right, I believe you. We'll simply have to tell the police you thought it was best to consult your lawyer before reporting the crime. That won't look good, but it'll have to do. Now go on, tell me the rest. Tell me everything. When did all this happen?
I don't know. I only know when I found his body, he looked like he had been dead for some time. His clothes were damp. There was a heavy dew last night. He must have been lying in that field for at least 12 hours.
All right. Let's approach this from the beginning. Start with last night. Tell me where you went. Tell me everything you did.
I went to Fiddlejack's.
How long were you there?
From about 10:30 until it closed at 1 o'clock. I was with friends the whole time. We had a few beers and
Why did you stop? You remembered something. What is it?
Nothing.
You'd better tell me now if there's any chance of it coming out later.
It was just something stupid, I said. I must have been half drunk. They were teasing me about the inheritance, saying I was never going to get it. I told them I had finally figured out a way to collect my share. I didn't tell them about our deal. I let them think I was going to get the actual money.
And what did they say?
They laughed. They didn't believe me. They said Simon was never going to change his mind, that he would sooner croak before he let me get my hands on a single penny of what was rightfully mine.
What did you say to that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I really don't. I was drunk. I can't remember what I said.
All right, go on. When you left Fiddlejack's, what did you do?
I went home. I went to bed.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
Can you prove that you went home and went to bed?
Yes. Well, no, not exactly. Nobody saw me, if that's what you mean.
So you could have gone out again.
But I'm telling you, I didn't.
What about this morning? What did you do when you got up?
You know. I went out and ate breakfast. Then I met you at your office. We signed the contract. Then I strapped a six-pack of beer on the back of my bike and went trail riding to celebrate. Then around 5 o'clock, I found his body.
5 o'clock? It's 7:45 now. I thought you came straight here.
I did. I mean, I must have been mistaken about the time.
Damn it, Lee. Don't lie to me. I'm the only one that can save you.
All right. If you want the truth, I'm late because I tried to bury him.
You what?
Don't you see? I knew they'd think I did. I figured if they can't find the body, they can't prove I did it. They can't even charge me.
You stupid fool.
I got him off the ground and laid him across my bike and drove him into the woods. I tried digging a grave, but I didn't have a shovel. After a while, I knew it wasn't going to work, so I put him back where I found him.
My boy, don't you realize what you've done? In trying to cover up, you've done the worst possible thing to convince the police that you're guilty.
I put the body back.
It doesn't matter. They'll see the tracks. They'll find the grave.
Mr. Salazar, I didn't kill him.
It's not whether I believe you. It's whether the jury will believe you. And I'm afraid...
Mr. Salazar, if we show them the contract, they'll know I couldn't have done it. I no longer had a motive.
It won't work.
Why not?
You said your brother was killed sometime last night. But we didn't sign the contract till this morning. The police will say you went out there last night to try one last time to convince your brother to give in.
No!
And when he refused, you killed him.
No!
And then you tried to hide the body.
No, it didn't happen that way!
In this case, I'm afraid appearances speak louder than words.
Please, Mr. Salazar, you know the law. There must be something I can do.
I'm afraid there's only one thing you can do. As a lawyer, I shouldn't be the one to tell you this. You can come out now.
Is he gone?
Yes, Audrey, he's gone and he won't be coming back.
Very nice, dear. I must say you did that very well. I was almost convinced myself.
A good lawyer must be skilled in the art of persuasion. I must say you certainly lived up to your end of the bargain.
Well, as the future Mrs. Horatio Salazar, I didn't want to let you down. What are you doing, you devil?
What does it look like?
Oh, whatever it is, I like it.
Hurry up, can't you? Being out here in the woods like this is giving me the creep.
I am hurrying. I can't dig any faster.
Shouldn't we have hit it by now? How deep are you?
5, 6 feet. Don't worry, it's here. The instructions were very precise. It just doesn't say how deeply it was buried.
Oh, I'm getting so jittery I can't stand it.
If it will help you relax, you can get down here and try digging for a while. Wait. This could be it.
Oh, Holy, I hope so.
It's a strong box, all right. Hold the light steady. I can't see.
I'm trying.
It's heavy. Can you take it?
I think so.
Got it?
Yes, you can let go.
Okay, watch out. Here comes the shovel. I've been watching you shine the light right in my eyes.
Gee, sorry, Mr. Salazar.
What? Who's there?
Don't you recognize my voice?
Lee? Lee, is that you? Lee, wait a minute. It's not what you think. We were going to share it with you, I swear it.
I know, Mr. Salazar. I don't doubt that for a minute.
Lee, wait. Let me come up and explain.
You see this gun? I think you better stay where you are.
My God, Lee, I didn't kill your brother. I swear it. It wasn't me. Lee, it was Audrey. She did it. She killed him.
Mr. Salazar, you shouldn't make accusations like that unless you're sure you have all the facts. You know what I think? I think you killed him. I think the police are going to think so, too.
Lee, you can't get away with this. Audrey!
Really? And why not? Audrey's prepared to testify that you went to see her husband. You showed him the contract proving that you bought out my half. You tried to make a deal. Simon refused, there was an argument, and you shot him. Of course, I'll show them a copy of the contract. When the police see that you gambled $50,000 on being able to convince Simon to go along, well, naturally, they'll understand why you were so upset when he turned you down.
Hold it, wait a minute. You're forgetting one thing. Your brother was murdered last night, but the contract was signed this morning. I didn't have a motive till today.
Mr. Salazar, you surprise me. Being a lawyer, you should know better than to believe everything you're told. That story I told you about Simon being murdered, it isn't true. Well, it is in a way, except for one thing. It hasn't happened yet. But don't worry, it will. And when it does, there will be plenty of evidence pointing directly to you. Of course, the fact that you left town in a hurry will look mighty suspicious.
Lee, watch out!
I got dirt in my eyes. I can't see.
Lee, shoot him!
Help me, I can't.
What do I do?
Hit him!
With what? The flashlight. I'll use the flashlight. Hold him still. Quit rolling. Lee, the light's gone out. I can't see a thing. Lee, are you all right? Lee, answer me. What's this? Oh, the shovel. All right, I've got the shovel. Don't move. Lee, if it's you, say something. Please answer me. If you don't, I'll...
Okay. It's all right.
Oh, Lee, thank God.
Get him off me. Okay, help me get him into the pit. I'm going down to make sure he doesn't come to. Find me the gun. I dropped it somewhere. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I guess things didn't work out exactly like you planned. I hope you're nice and comfortable because you're going to be here a long, long time. Audrey, where the hell is she? What's taking her so long? Audrey! Audrey!
I'm coming. Will you wait? I had to go back to the car for another flashlight. Here's the gun. But wait, don't do it yet.
What's the matter? Why not?
I'm going back to the car. I don't feel like watching.
All right. Wait there for me. This won't take long.
Oh, where is he? What's taking him so long? I can't stand waiting in this car much longer. What was that? Oh, Lee, thank God it's you.
Were you expecting someone else?
Oh, don't be funny. What was that bump I just heard?
That was me putting the money in the trunk. Or did you want me to leave it behind?
Well, what took you so long? I've been waiting forever.
I had to fill the hole back in, didn't I?
Lee.
What?
I didn't hear you fire another shot.
I didn't bother. I figured why take a chance on somebody hearing?
Oh, my God.
So what do you want me to do, go back and dig him up?
Oh, my God.
Forget it. It's done. He's dead. Now let me have the papers.
The what?
The papers. The instructions. They're in your purse. Let me have them.
What are you going to do?
Your liner, too. I'm making sure these don't fall into the wrong hands. We wouldn't want that to happen, would we? It could prove embarrassing.
How is everything? How are the bananas?
Just right. Not too hard, not too soft. Perfectly ripe.
What you said about potassium, is that true?
Ask the doctor.
Yes, it's a proven medical fact. Older people, if they don't get enough potassium, are apt to become disoriented and confused. Bananas being rich in potassium help prevent a deficiency from developing. For older people, a banana a day is probably better than an apple a day.
It helps me remember to forget to pick up the check.
Miss, do we have time for an after-dinner drink before the bar closes? Waverly, will you join me? I assume you still have more to tell me about this case.
We don't stop serving for another 45 minutes.
In that case, I'll have a drambuie.
What about you, sir? Do you want a banana daiquiri?
Oh, no, thank you. I've had my quota for the day. I'll have a Cointreau on the rocks.
I'll bring them right over.
Well, please, Captain, go on now. What happened next?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Simon Pillar was found murdered, killed by a gunshot. The police investigated and came to the conclusion the lawyer was responsible. A warrant was issued for his arrest. Of course, he was never apprehended.
What about Audrey and Leander?
They waited for things to settle down. When the matter was largely forgotten, they moved to another town further out in the Cape. And the widow, Mrs. Simon Pillar, became the new Mrs. Leander Pillar, which must have been a great convenience as far as the initials on her luggage was concerned. Their marriage lasted a good 2 years, and then Audrey began to suffer from a nervous condition that is often associated with mental strain. During the day, she was high-strung. At night, she had difficulty sleeping. Of course, she saw a doctor who recommended she consult a psychiatrist and who wrote her a prescription for sleeping tablets. She didn't see the psychiatrist, but she did take the pills. And nevertheless, her condition grew steadily worse.
No, you can't come in here. The sun will take it away. Go back.
What is it?
Go back, it's buried. Now go
Audrey.
away. I told you, leave me alone.
Audrey!
Wait,
Audrey!
What is it? What's the matter?
You were talking in your sleep again.
I was. I'm sorry. Did I wake you? What did I say? I don't even remember what I was dreaming.
I couldn't make it out. Go downstairs and make yourself a cup of hot chocolate. Maybe it'll help you sleep.
All right, dear. I'm sorry I disturbed you. It's these dreams. I can't seem to get control of them. Don't wait up for me. Go back to sleep if you can.
She can't control them, huh? What am I supposed to do? Sit back and watch while she goes to pieces? No wonder the doc wants her to see a psychiatrist. He's no fool. He knows when people walk and talk in their sleep, it means something in the subconscious is trying to get out. That'll be the day when I let her lie on some shrink's couch and explain what the trouble is.
Dear, would you like a cup too?
No, thanks. She walks in her sleep.
Oh, I've changed my mind. I don't want a cup after all. Dear, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to have any. Are you sure you don't want some? Oh, he's fallen asleep. I wish it was that easy for me. Oh, let me see. I'd better make sure the stove is off or I'll end up traipsing back down here in my sleep. Don't forget to turn off the lights. Oh, the banister is dusty. I can feel it. Oh, I'll dust in the morning.
What happened, dear? Were you walking in your sleep? I told you it was a dangerous thing to do. You look sound asleep now, though. You dropped off nicely that time.
Something I can help you with?
Oh, dear Lord, what a start you gave me. I didn't see you stepping around the corner. I was just coming up to ring your bell.
Are you looking for directions back to the highway?
No, that I'm not. My name is Father O'Connor. I've come from the Boys' Town in Plymouth. Have you heard of us?
I don't think so. Look, if it's about a donation...
Oh, no, it isn't that. Your name is Leander Pillard, is it not?
That's right.
Then you're the person I've come to see.
I see. Well, if it's about my wife, I appreciate your stopping by.
Your wife? I'm certain I don't know what you mean.
She died.
Oh, no. Oh, what a shame. Was it sudden?
Yes, it was. Look, Father...
That's a terrible blow for
If you could just tell me what it is...
Well, you see, it has to do with our boy.
I tried to tell you already.
And your father's will.
What about my father's will?
Well, could we just step inside? I promise I'll not take up too much of your time.
The house is kind of a mess right now. Why don't you just tell me what this is all about?
Oh, of course. Forgive me. I don't want to impose. Well, you see, Leander, your father during his lifetime made several generous contributions to our boys. And when he died, God rest him, he made quite a substantial bequest in his will.
A bequest? I wasn't aware of any bequest.
Well, and neither were we. That is, until quite recently.
I don't follow you.
You see, before your father died, he mailed me a letter. I didn't open it, because his instructions were that it was not to be opened until 5 years after his death. That was last Wednesday, you see. When I opened it, I found in addition to the letter addressed to me, a copy of the will and a set of directions.
Directions?
Instructions of where to go to find the money. Your father was always a practical man. As the letter explained, if his 2 sons did not collect the money, he didn't want it to stay buried forever, never to do anyone any good. So he sent me the letter with the authorization that in 5 years' time, if the money had not been recovered, we could go and claim it ourselves and spend it on our boys.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. That money was dug up a long time ago.
Oh, surely it was. But there's also the matter of the second strongbox.
A what?
The one that contains the money your father left to us. It was put in a second strongbox and buried directly underneath the first. You only have to dig down a little deeper and... Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
What? No. It's just that I'm a little surprised, that's all. That does sound like something my father would do.
Well, your father was a peculiar man. But when it came to our boys, his heart was always in the right place.
Did you bring the letter and the instructions with you? I'd like to see them.
I did. But I gave them over to Judge Carver down at the courthouse. He's going to look it over. He suggested that I stop out here and tell you about it so there wouldn't be any misunderstanding. Of course, tomorrow we'll all be going out to dig it up. There'll be lots of folks on hand, including the newspaper people. If you'd like to join us, I'm sure we'd all be very happy.
No thanks. I don't think so.
Are you sure? Well, I'll call you in the morning anyway, in case you change your mind.
Get me probate.
That's extension 519. Please hold and I'll transfer your call.
Probate office, Mary Stork speaking.
I want to find out about a document, a letter, that may have been filed today pertaining to the estate of Uriah Pillar.
Is that P-I-L-L-A-R?
That's right.
Oh, yes, I know the one you mean. You mean the letter Father O'Connor brought in. What is it you wish to know?
Nothing. I was just checking. I want to speak to Father O'Connor.
I'm sorry, Father O'Connor will be out of the office for the next few days. May I take a message and have him call you when he returns?
Do you know where he went?
He said he was driving down to Cape Cod. If it's important, I could try to reach him there. Hello? Hello? Are you still there? Hello?
Damn these mosquitoes. They're everywhere. My neck is on fire. Damn it. Get away. Leave me alone. All right. Take it easy. Get hold of yourself. You've got to get through this. It isn't going to be easier, but don't think about it. Just keep digging. I must be getting down there. I don't smell anything yet, but I will. Another few minutes, and I'll use the flashlight. I just hope I'll be able to stand the stench without gagging. Never mind. Think about something else. In a few hours, you'll be done with this. You can go home and take a shower with lots of soap and hot water and a scrub brush. What's that? A light in my eyes. Who's there?
Don't move. Very carefully, put down the shovel.
Who is it? Who are you? What do you want?
My name is Underhill. The question is, what are you doing?
Me? Am I trespassing? I didn't know this property belonged to anybody. Say, wait. Don't I know you?
Well, now, it could be. Do you know Father O'Connor?
You?
That's right. Now, do what I tell you. Lay down the shovel and come up out of that hole. You're finished digging for the night.
Here's your check. I'll take it whenever you're ready.
Well, here, miss, you can take it now. No, Waverly. Let me do this. After that story, it's well worth it. Here you are, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Captain Underhill, what surprises me is how the deuce you could figure out all this without having been involved in the investigation.
Mostly, I read the newspapers. You'd be surprised how much you can learn if you read them closely. Of course, being retired, I have lots of time for that. I read about the old man's death and the unusual terms in his will. There was quite a lot in the papers about that. I read about Simon Pillar's murder and how the police thought the lawyer did it. I've never heard of a lawyer yet who would skip town and leave his financial matters unresolved. Then I saw the announcement in the wedding section a few years later when Audrey and Leander were married. And then 2 years after that, I read about her dying from an accidental fall. Mulling it over, I had a pretty good idea what really happened to cause the lawyer's disappearance. But I knew unless I could force Leander to reveal where the body was buried, I could never make the case stick. As it turned out, it proved rather sticky for him. He found out the hard way. It's not always so easy to bury the past.
You have been listening to Cape Cod Radio Mystery Theater's presentation of The Legacy of Uriah Pillar. Tonight's program was produced, written, and directed by Steven Oney. Co-produced by David Ellsworth. Engineered by John Todd. With sound effects by Scott Dickey. And original music composed by Mark Birmingham. The actors in tonight's play: Captain Underhill was played by David Ellsworth. Wally O'Hara appeared as Dr. Schofield. Laney Davis played Audrey Pillar and other voices. Kevin Groppe was Leander Pillar.
Sean Herlihy was Horatio Salazar. Charlene Goodrow was the waitress, and Robert Mazzotti played Simon Pillar. Tonight's show was recorded at HT Recording Studio and is copyrighted by Steven Oney for Cape Cod Radio Mystery Theater. All rights, including rights for broadcast and reproduction, are reserved. This is Floyd Pratt wishing you a pleasant evening and inviting you to tune in again when the fog rolls in on another chapter of Cape Cod Radio Mystery Theater.